Welcome to the second video of this very specific series. In this video we will be working a lot with standing postures and we will be generating some heat. We're going to start with the position that we finished the last video. So go into your Vajrasana. If this is way too uncomfortable, you could sit cross-legged. Here let's find the perfect alignment, so lengthen the lower back, shoulders, hips, sitting bones, heels, down to the ground, this beautiful line. And simply start moving the breath up and down through the spine, connecting with the breath and moving it in a mindful way. We're going to do Surya Veda, breathing only through the right nostril, which is the solar side, to create this heat that I was telling you in the beginning of the session. So simply block the left nostril and do three deep, long breaths through the right. And a round of 7 Bhastrika, active abdominal breath. Inhale, hold the breath, Mula Bandha. Exhale. Sit to the right. So you're still sitting on your heels, but the right glute is on the ground. Keep the lower back long. Left hand on the ground, right arm up, lengthen the right side and move towards the left to open the right side of the body. Then inhale up, exhale back to your sitting position. We're going to do Surya Veda again. 3 long deep breaths. Seven Bhastrikas. Inhale, hold, Mula Bandha. And release, exhale. Sit to the left, right hand down, inhale, left arm up, and move to the side, opening the left side of the body. Deep breaths, creating space in between ribs, between pelvis and rib cage. Inhale up, exhale, hands on your thighs. And let's shift to Marjariasana, on hands and knees. Spread the fingers, wrists below the shoulders, knees below the hips. Inhale, arch, awakening the spine, exhale, round. Arch, and round, and arch, and round. Beautiful. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Slight bend on your knees if you need it in order to lengthen the spine. Roll the shoulders out. Stretching the legs is not important. What is really important is the lengthening of the spine. So only stretching the legs if the spine is really long. Mula Bandhana. Move the breath up and down the spine. Inhale, right leg up, bend the knee, open the knees, a lot of space between the right knee and the right hand. And then bring the foot in between your hands, one step, 24. Now, pull the back heel down, back, and the knee to the front, the top of the head to the front. Create space. Left knee down, dorsum of the foot down. Let the pelvis be heavy. Roll the shoulders back, create space for your neck, and then surrender to gravity. Without resistance, the pelvis will be falling closer to the ground. And then you let that happen. You are not fighting it. Beautiful. Inhale, knee up. Exhale, back to Adho Mukha. Push with your hands. Lengthen the spine. One breath up and down the spine with Mula Bandhana. Inhale, left leg up. Bend the knee. Open the hip. And then push with the left hand on the ground. Feel the space between knee and hand. Now the foot in between the hands. One step, 225. Pull the back heel back, the knee and the head to the front, creating space, and then knee down, dorsum of the foot down, roll the shoulders back to create space for your neck and ears. Let the pelvis be heavy. This is the perfect posture to practice absence of resistance. Beautiful. Inhale, knee up. Exhale, front foot to the back. Push with your hands. Lengthen the spine. One breath with Mula Bandhana, sweeping the spine with the breath. And then inhale, right leg up, bend the knee, open the hips. And now bring the foot in between your hands once more. Keep the back foot as it is. Drop the pelvis as much as you can, but keep the back knee, the back leg straight. And then rise up. Inhale, up, arms up. Here, in order to protect the lower back, you might want to bend the knee a little bit, the back knee, which will allow for some movement in your pelvis, tilting the pelvis to lengthen the lower back. Some of you might be comfortable here. We don't want any discomfort in the lower back. Inhale, arms up, and then pull the arms as back as you can with a nice opening, back bend, but pay attention to the lower back. Wide breath, deep breath. The ribs moving. Good. Let's go back down. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Push with your hands, lengthen the spine. Mula Bandhana. And then inhale, arms as far back as you can, and then feel the movement of the breath. Make sure that the breath is not constricted in your rib cage, and that the ribs can expand outwards. Beautiful. And then exhale, Adho Mukha. Push with your hands, lengthen the spine, roll the shoulders out, Mula Bandha. Inhale, right leg up. Bend the knee, open the hips. And then foot in between your hands. Turn the back foot. Right arm inside. Make sure that the butt is not sticking out. You want the butt in line with your legs, so you're opening your hips. And then inhale, left arm up. Roll the arm down. And then place the left hand where the right was. Turn the back foot. Yeah? Turn the back foot, pointing the front foot heel up. And then for a revolved lunge. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Push with your hands, lengthen the spine, roll the shoulders out, feel the space. Mula Bandha. Let's go with the left. Put in between the hands. Turn the back knee, the back in line with your legs. Left arm inside, open the chest, right arm up. Here, what is really important is to send the right hand as high up as you can. Creating space in between hands, making yourself a little bit lighter. And the breath, deep, soft, long breath. Let's change. Turn the back foot. Don't try to pull the arm back. It's more about pulling the arm up towards the sky. And then Adho Mukha, exhale, push with your hands. Lengthen the spine, breathe into the spine, apply Mula Bandha. Now walk with your feet towards your hands. Uttanasana, drop here. You can bend the knees a little bit to stay in an easy Uttanasana. Let the gravity do the job, and you just stay, be present, feel. Good. Bring the body up, arms up, along your ears, alongside your ears. You want to lengthen the spine and keep the body and arms parallel to the ground. You might need to keep your legs bent. You might be able to stretch your legs. And then the breath, deep, long, steady. Good. Now bending the legs all the way up to the tiptoes. And then a little bit of a back bend. Don't throw your head back. And then come the air around you. Slowly down. Tadasana, close your eyes. Feel, connect with the sensations in the body. Thinking is not interesting here. Yoga, it's all about feeling, experiencing. Let's go for Surya Namaskar. The Surya Namaskars we do here are the Shivananda Surya Namaskar. If you've never done it before, just follow me. Let's do it. Let's breathe together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, right leg far. Drop the knee, the pelvis, arms up. Hold for plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, baby cobra. Adho Mukha, exhale. Inhale, right to the front. Exhale, left. Inhale, sit, lengthen and up. Exhale, down. Inhale, left far. Hold for plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Adho Mukha, exhale. Inhale, left. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen and up. Namaste. Once more. In. X. In. Hold. X. In. X. In. X. In. X. In. Hold. X. In. X. In. X. In. Namaste. Close your eyes. Tadasana. Feel the heat. Feel the movement within. But it's not only the movement of the breath, but something subtler layers. Nice. Balancing postures. We're going to chain 2 balancing postures today. So, I'm going to start with the left leg, so I'm facing the camera. Yeah. You can start with the right if you prefer. I don't think it really matters. It's a question of how do you feel, so follow your intuition here. Yeah. We're going to start with Virabhadrasana 3, which is actually a posture where we keep the pelvis locked, labeled, squared, and then we're going to open to Ardha Chandrasana, which what we do is the opposite. We open the pelvis. So let's go. Bending the leg, bringing the opposite leg up without allowing for the pelvis to open. Yeah, keeping the hips square. Arms to the front. Good. Now, you might need a block here for your hand. Yeah. What you're going to do is the hand really close to the foot. Don't bring it far. You want it close to the foot. And then the right hand goes into your sacrum to help you open the pelvis. Right hip on top of the left hip. And then right arm up. Beautiful. Right hand down. Right foot down. Uttanasana. Rolling up with the inhalation. Tadasana. Close your eyes. Stay and feel, witness what is going on. Wow, so much heat. I'm sweating already. Ooh. Beautiful. Let's do the other side. Hips, lower belly engaged. Leg up without opening the hips. Arms forward. Right hand down, on a block, on the ground, not far from the foot. Open the hips. Left arm. Hand down, foot down. Uttanasana. Inhale, roll up. Tadasana, close your eyes and feel. Good. Top of your mat. Woo! So much heat. Top of your mat. We're going to work with square hips once more. So you're going to step with the right foot, left foot back. You don't want to do a really wide stance because you want to keep the hips square. But let's say that you will do the biggest stances you can, the longest stances you can, without your hips opening. Good. Make sure that your lower back is happy. Engage your lower abdomen. And then inhale, arms up. Let's go to Parsvottanasana, bending from the hips, handing the arms far until the hands reach the ground. Some of you might need to bend the knee slightly to put the hands or the fingertips down and then drop the shoulders, fold on top of the front leg and soft, deep, long breath. You might want to breathe at the back of the front leg. Beautiful. Now, inhale, lengthen, and then prepare for Parivritta Trikonasana. So left hand stays on the ground, open the chest, right arm goes up. And then roll the arm back and down. Back foot to the front, drop in Uttanasana. Inhale, roll up. Close your eyes, feel the body, whatever the sensations there. Always doing this pratyahara. Observing, connecting with the sensations that come from within. Open your eyes. Step, big step with the right leg without overdoing it because your hips will be opening. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, Parsvottanasana. Breathing at the back of the front leg and making sure that the right hip is moving forward, the left hip is moving backwards. Inhale, lift the head and prepare for Parivritta Trikonasana. Left hand down. You can go with the fingertips, you can go with a hand on a block. Yeah? And then right arm up. Roll the arm back and down. Back foot to the front. Drop. Soft. Make sure that you are not arching the lower back too much, so a little bit, tilting the pelvis a little bit, dropping the sacrum down, engaging the lower abdomen. Inhale, arms up, drop the shoulders, create a lot of space in between hands, and also a lot of space in between shoulder blades. Then the breath, wide, deep, and soft. Open the right foot, let's start with the right, open the right foot, and then bend the right leg, Virabhadrasana 1. Feel the foundation and allow for softness in your upper body so you can breathe freely and the energy, the prana can flow. Okay. Here, make sure you're not collapsing, closing the space. And then the opposite arm over the ear, and there is a beautiful line that goes from the outside of the left foot to the fingertips on the left hand. My task is to create more space in this line. Breathing through it. Good. Inhale up. Space in between hands. And then the breath. Yeah. Let's do the other side. Open the left foot, bend the left leg, Virabhadrasana 2. Solid here. Soft in the upper body, while keeping the structure. I allow for some softness, so the breath can flow, the energy can flow. If there is rigidity, there's no way the energy will flow. We will be blocking it. Yeah. Beautiful. Without collapsing, keep the space. And then the line from the outer edge of your back foot to the fingertips of the upper hand. And then find more space in this line. Feel all the muscles around your hip joint opening. Good. Inhale up. And let's go down Parivritta. Hands on the ground. If your hands are flat on the ground, you will bring them in between your feet, otherwise just don't worry. If your hands are flat here, you will try to send the head in between your hands. Keep a little bit more weight on your heels than on your toes, but still the toes grabbing the ground. And breathe at the back of the legs, always sending the sitting bones up towards the sky. Prasarita Padottanasana. Now inhale, head up. Good. If your legs are too far apart, you might want to close them a little bit for the next one. Basically, just shifting. Keep the right heel on the ground and send the pelvis as low as you can, rolling the opposite foot open, opposite leg open with the help of your hands, and then switch. Left heel on the ground, lowering the butt, opening the right leg, and then again. 1 and 2. Good. Let's go back. And we're going to sit. So now you can lift your heel and find your sitting for some forward bends. Janusirsasana, bending the right leg. Depending on what's going on with your knee, you might want some support, or you might want to put the foot farther away from your pubic bone. But if the knee is okay, if the hip is okay, you draw the heel as close to your pubic bone as possible. Sit on both sitting bones. Inhale, arms up, interlace the thumbs, roll the shoulders down, and then turn the body towards the left leg and lengthen from your hips, going as far wherever you can. It might be the ankle or the shin bone. And bending the elbows, drop down. Remember the quality of your breath. So keep observing the breath. And at the same time, observe the sensations in your body, so you find out where are the tight spots, where you need to stop resisting, where you need to soften, where you need to let go. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, down. Let's change legs. Sit on both sitting bones. Inhale, arms up. The other thumb on top, roll, and go as far as you can. Grab, bend the elbows. Inhale up. Good. And then stretch both legs. Sit on both sitting bones. You might need to bend the knees a little bit if your pelvis is rolling back and your spine is kind of rounding, because you want a really long spine here. Hands at the level of the hips. Fingers pointing forward. Push with the hands down. Send the top of the head up. Feel the space in your spine and breathe there. No tension in your legs. They are active, but without pushing. Beautiful. Now, let's go for Ardha Prasvottanasana. So you bring the feet where your knees were, but hip distance apart. The arms go farther back, the fingers pointing forward. Inhale up. Knees, hips, shoulders in a line. You can keep the head up, you can let the head fall down backwards. Whatever feels better for you. You might want to apply Mulavandha here. Good. Now, back down. We're going to go to a balancing posture on the back. Yeah? So lengthen the spine, roll the shoulders back, and then sit in the space between the sitting bones and the sacrum. And take off the feet off the ground. You might even be able to close your eyes. And rest here. Now engage Mulavandha for Navasana. You can do this version, legs parallel to the ground, or you can stretch the legs, yeah, whatever you choose. I'm going to choose the easy one because I'm already in a lot of heat here. Long spine. Good. We go back to balancing on the butt. And then once more Dandasana. In preparation for full Prasvottanasana. So pointing the fingers, the toes down, yeah. The hands moving back, and then inhale, pelvis up. Again, keep the head up or throw the head back. then slowly bring the butt down to the ground. Let's do another balancing on the butt. Lengthen the spine, shoulders back, shoulder blades sliding on your back towards the pelvis. Soft breath. And then Baddha Konasana, sole of the feet together. You don't want them too close to your pelvis because you want to be able to roll the pelvis forward while allowing for the knees to fall down. And then grab your ankles or your feet, lengthen the spine, rolling the pelvis even forward, pubic bone towards the ground, and then, if possible, with your arms outside the legs, drop. Don't push, you are not pushing, you are not pulling the body towards the legs, you are just dropping down. Soft, deep, long, mindful breath. And inhale, lengthen. Great, and we're going to close the session sitting either in Sukhasana or this other posture, one foot in front of the other. Keep your hands soft on your knees. Keep the spine long. We've worked a lot today on keeping a long spine. Drop the shoulders down. Root through the sitting bones. And simply observe the movement of the breath in the body. Paying attention to any sensations available to you.